I got this shit, bro. I know ain't nobody seeing me, bro. I know it, bro. I know I'm a legend, bro. God get all the glory, though, you feel me? I don't even like capping, though. That's why they don't understand me, because I don't want to bitch fuck you. I be on fuck you mode all the time. At the same time.
It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Older. We've got Florida taking on the Wolverines. So timeout called here, the first for Florida. Here's Donaldson. Look at the opening lineup for Florida. Pass to the prodigy. Here's Wolf. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Pass to Queen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shake. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Here's Donaldson. Pass to Wolf. Launches it. And it's Florida with the rebound. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins. And looking for number 8 tonight.
Well, I think they found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
There's the screen. Leaps for it. From deep three-point land. No good that time. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Pass to the prodigy. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul, second team foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Number 5. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Now a timeout call by Florida.
Yeah, I mean, nobody saw that game going to overtime, much less double overtime. And then also to get the victory, wow.
Platoon swap here for Florida. No good on the second free throw. Now here's Johnson. D right on him. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Just 5 on the clock. Left block shot on the way, and the shot is long. So it's the Wolverines now. The prodigy passes to Donaldson. They set the pick. Pass to Wolf. The Wolverines need to get a shot off. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And they take the lead.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And you know, they don't want to give the ball handlers any room.
Pass to the prodigy. From the top of the key, he buries it.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Doesn't go for him. And a closely contested grit and grind first quarter comes to a close. Wolverines lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Wolverines' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
They've got Jones. He's out there with the prodigy. And it's Howard in at the 3, the small forward.
Florida foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Wolverines and for Florida. The prodigy passes to Walters. Pass to Jones. The 3 connects from three-point range.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
There's a screen. Here's Bailey. That one goes in.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's the prodigy. Hasn't made one yet. And there's the drive. Pass to Howard. Here's the prodigy. 6 to shoot. A 3 ball. He can't get it to go. And Florida with the possession, trailing by 2. Here's Harper. And here's what the schedule for Florida looks like on Tuesday and then on Sunday.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is under review.
Make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Jones for three. Buries it from three-point range. Jones has got the lead up to 5 now for the Wolverines. Pass to Bailey. Here he goes. Lays it up off the glass.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
The Wolverines leading by 3. Here's the prodigy. Here's Wolf. Off target from outside. Back to Williams. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Donaldson. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. .55 seconds left in the first half. Here's the prodigy. 6 on the shot clock. For the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. The prodigy's got 6.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Back to Williams. Florida moving that ball around. Plays it up and banks it in. 6 points for him.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's the prodigy. He's guarded by Williams. They set the screen. Lets it go from deep. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Wolverines. They lead by 3. To step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been quite a game for the Prodigy.
Yeah, there is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, he makes defenses look utterly helpless. It's like pick your poison trying to contain him.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. Will sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Driving inside.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. And the Wolverines with possession. They lead by 1. And for Florida. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Outside Williams. For the lead. Wolf grabs the miss. Pass to the Prodigy. Here's the screen. There's the three. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Wolverines able to retain possession here. Time called here. The Wolverines decide to talk it over.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Tries a three off the inbound. Wolf, no good.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Now, here's Harper. He's covered closely for the lead, and the layup is good. And Florida leads by 1.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
So it's the Wolverines now. Here's Donaldson. Still yet to score. Pass to the Prodigy. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Takes a three. He can't hit that time. Here's Bailey. The kick out to Harper. Five on the clock. Pass to Bailey. The layup off target. Time called here. The Wolverines decide to talk it over. Now, timeout called by Florida.
Start it. Fans, make some noise for your dance team. Fans, that was your home team dancers.
And the Wolverines with possession. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Donaldson the pass to Wolf. Here's Donaldson. Can they get it? And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Wolverines lead by 1.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Outside Harper. 58 seconds left to play in the third.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Florida, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And that one falls for Harper. And Harper drops them both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Pass to Donaldson. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Basket good. Harper's got the lead up to 3 now for Florida.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here's the prodigy. No good from outside. Here's Harper. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
For Florida, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Jackson, he's checked in for Florida. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
The Wolverines shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Now a timeout called by Florida.
Get offense on the court, your squad. The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe. So it's Florida now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul, 14 foul.
Florida shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time. Out of bounds, Florida takes possession.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
It'll count. That shot is off. And so it's Florida with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got the prodigy. He's out there with Jones. And it's Wolf at the 5. Florida leading by 6. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Now Jones.
Florida foul called. Number 10. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's the prodigy. Pass to Jones. Here's the prodigy. Jones looking for an opening. Here's Walters. And it's Florida with the rebound.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Florida.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
Another thing they've done well tonight is convert at the free throw line. May seem like a little thing, but boy, it can pay big dividends.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And Jackson gets it to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Wolf. The jump hook. Fires the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see. Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Here's Donaldson. And he goes in for the dunk.
What a play there. The hoop plus the arm.
First personal foul, third team foul. At the line for your Wolverine.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Here's Bailey, and it's blocked. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. A prodigy, no good.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Now a timeout called by Florida.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage
maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Florida's head coach was saying to the team. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Outside Harper. He takes it in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Harper's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
The prodigy passes to Donaldson. Stripped it away. Fast break. Here comes Florida. Here's the floater. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line.
First team foul. Wolverines foul. Donaldson. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Florida. Number 30. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. 1:16 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Wolf. Here's the prodigy. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Unloads from 13. No good that time. Here's Wolf. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The 15-footer. The shot that time not on target. Here's Harper. And Harper slams it in.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Here's Donaldson. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Now a timeout called by Florida. There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Checking in for Florida, Jackson, number 1.
And that's an intentional foul.
Number 22, first personal foul, second team foul. Shooting for Florida, number 1, taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Time called here. The Wolverines decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's the prodigy from outside the arc. So Florida wins it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
Let's meet your home team. Man in the middle, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 5, Mohammed, number 5. At the small forward position, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 3, Jack, number 3. The other forward, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 9, Dan, number 9. At point guard, 6 feet 1 inches, number 7, Kobe, number 7. At the other guard position, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 0, Jeremiah 0.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up with our analysts, Brent Barry and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. And now let's see how teams compare in the early going with a look at the power rankings. Taking a look at the visitors here. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Seeing where Florida is, they've definitely made a statement here in the early going, outpacing some teams that were projected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with honor.
A look at the opening lineup for Florida. And the NBA season is such a grind, Brent. Anything you did in the middle of the year to keep focus?
Well, BA, sometimes it's about shrinking in a little bit and going back to your habits, continuing to do consistently what it is that's going to prepare you for the best performance. So peeling that stuff away is sometimes really important when the season gets to this point.
Here's the prodigy, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Here's Queen. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Here's the prodigy. Gets it to go from the corner.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
To the left side wing. Down low. Here's the prodigy. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Florida calls timeout. And Florida with some changes. And this is a player who's been giving his all. Our Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
It's clear that he's a key aspect of their offensive success. His decisions with the ball are what creates opportunities for himself and the rest of his teammates.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Harper. Last game we saw him with 32 points. Johnson passes to Harper. Out to the wing. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's the prodigy. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Pass to the prodigy. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And a chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Over to the wing. Pass to Moore. There's the three. It's a three-pointer.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Harper. Misses in close. Gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid.
Florida foul call. Johnson. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's the prodigy. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Florida trails by 7. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that one. Florida shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Bailey taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Now you could tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Takes it inside.
Man, good whistle there.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Number 2. Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Florida trails by 6. Count it. Good.
We wasted absolutely no time getting the ball up the floor. Great instincts in transition.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. The home team calls timeout.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
And you cannot afford to do that when you're in an opponent's building. You got to knock down free throws. That cost them.
Florida making a switch here. Bailey's checked in. Florida calls timeout.
Substitution on the court.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. The prodigy passes to the prodigy. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Florida trails by 6. Pass to Harper. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Here's Moore. Coming in off a 14-point game last time out. There's the triple. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Number 9.
8 seconds left in the first. There's the drive, and Harper gets it to go. Harper's got 6 points.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Leading by 5. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Bailey's shot is off. And for Florida, pass to the prodigy. That's tipped. From downtown, Harper misses. Here's the prodigy. Here's Moore. Here's the prodigy. 6 to shoot. Pass to Moore. The 3 is up. Rebound Florida. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders, the way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
Basket's good.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And now running the full court man-to-man defense.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. The prodigy passes to the prodigy. Pass to Moore. The 3 is up. The shot off that time. Florida trails by 3. Here's Bailey. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's the prodigy. Here's Moore. Here's the prodigy. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. Here's Bailey. Pass to Harper. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Count that one. Harper's got 8 points.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. That shot wide open.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
With the drive, and he buries his first look.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
The home team calls timeout. Both teams will make substitutions.
And your breaker is
Here's the prodigy. And 1:01 left in the first half of basketball. To the inside.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for your home team, number...
The first free throw is good. Florida making a switch here. Good on both. 52 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Queen. Second chance effort. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Pass to the prodigy. We've got 22 seconds left in the second period. Rebound Florida.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Up by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drums. They're thinking about the shot.
This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show. Unselfish ball movement usually leads to better shots. Now, I could say this. They're generating a lot of clean look.
And looking ahead tonight, here are the upcoming games we're looking forward to. It's going to tip off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
These are solid teams, pretty close talent-wise.
Absolutely a sneaky good game that should be very entertaining.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. To the middle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Shooting a fantastic 57%. And for Florida, fires for 3. The offensive rebound. And the prodigy gets it to go.
Don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Here's the prodigy. Pass to the prodigy. The 3, 5 on the clock. Hits the trifecta. 6 points for him.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Here he goes. Good on the shot.
They have no answer defensively inside.
So it's the home team now. 3-point lead. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. The home team calls timeout. time to give you a look at the top three-point shooting teams from a year ago.
And looking at last season, the thing that jumps out at you is their three-point percentage. Best in the league in that category, which is great to see considering how valued the three ball is nowadays in our game.
Florida calls timeout.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Substitution on the court.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to the prodigy. And a two-handed jam.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And Harper gets it to go. Harper's got 10 points.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
The prodigy passes to the prodigy. Soft touch off the glass. A minute 53 left in the third quarter. To the paint. Here's Bailey. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Personal foul.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At the line for Florida, Bailey, shooting 1.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to the prodigy. Here's the prodigy. Moore passes to the prodigy. 5 to shoot. To the wing on the left. Fires it. Rebound Florida.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And Harper gets it to go.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Pass to the prodigy. Oh, they pick off the pass. For the lead. And it's good on the lay-in.
They are shooting the lights out and doing a good job of maintaining this lead.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Here's Moore. Here's the prodigy. To win the run. And the prodigy gets it to go. The prodigy's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
For Florida, they've gone a perfect 7 for 7 and looking strong in this third quarter. Here's Harper. 12 points for him. Here's the pick. With 2 seconds left. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with this purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Florida out in front, up 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Shooting an efficient 57% tonight. And it's the prodigy in at power forward. And he lobs it up to the rim. queen. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Sinks the tray.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Here's the prodigy, defended by Jackson. On the take, here's the prodigy. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
To the right side. Outside, Williams. Back to Jackson. Pass to Williams. Lets it fly. The rebound by the prodigy. The prodigy passes to Moore. Two minutes gone by here in the fourth. The jumper from the wing off target.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
The home team calls timeout.
Get loud, fans. On the court is your hype squad. T-shirt time!
From the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Pass to the prodigy. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Uses the glass on the layup.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Now, here's Williams. And the shot goes in. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night.
Ooh, an aggressive move. Takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
Gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's the prodigy. Williams defending. Takes a step back. Over to the left wing. The steal. And Williams punches it home.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And he lobs it up top.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs. Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little. At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Do you want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Stolen by Jackson. The kick out to Williams. Back to Jackson. So Florida takes the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. As we leave, we present our player of the game.
on it like Athena. Send the robber to the Grim Reaper. I'm antisocial, I don't like people. Sold the brick and my wife beater. Sold the bell and my wife beater. Rock stars like I'm Iranian.
Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got Florida and the Knights. Look at the opening lineup for Florida. Williams passes to Johnson. Takes the 13-footer. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
There's the pick. Pass to Queen. That shot no good. The Knights on offense. Johnson outside. Driving the lane, and the layup's good off the glass. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's Coleman. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul. First team
even
foul.
from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Florida moving that ball around. Here's Queen, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Queen's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Back to Johnson. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Here's Queen. He's guarded by Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
To the middle. Williams kicks to Johnson. Throws it up high. Intercepted. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Florida shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing, so it's both teams making substitutions here. One is no good. The Knights on offense. And he drives in. Here's Sellers. That one doesn't go. There's a minute left in the first. Here's Harper. Bailey passes to Harper. The second chance effort. Can't get the layup. Here's Coleman. He's guarded by Johnson. Coleman, no good. Now, here's Harper. He's guarded closely. Kicks it out to Johnson. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the left wing. Now, here's Harper. Guarded closely. Here's Sellers. He's guarded by Johnson. Lets the three fly. That one, no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Knights up by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. It's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at the Knights' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
On the court for Florida. Here's Harper. He nails it, and we're tied up. Harper's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Florida.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
To the wing on the left. Here's Sellers. Nothing on the board. Ball's knocked loose. Fast break. Here comes Florida. Here's Harper. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Taylor passes to Sellers. Here's Hendricks. Fader on the way. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Johnson up top. Inside. And Harper slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And first time out for the game called here for the Knights.
Substitution on the court.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Sellers. Shot clock at 6. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
The kick out to Williams. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here's Sellers. 1:41 left to play in the first half. There's a good screen. Puts it up. And it's Florida with the rebound. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
He lobs it up. How about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball? With the drive, it's good. And it's a 4-point Florida lead. The Knights on offense. 43 seconds left in the first half. To the paint. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
So it's Florida now. The Knights making their last shot. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. That one good for 2. He's got 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Fires the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. 5 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 1 second left. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Florida leads by 1. They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Studio. Off the top, let's take a gander at the players of the month. Guys, how about our Eastern Conference winner?
Finally, we're giving props to a big. Enough of these little dudes winning MVPs and awards. Basketball is for my guys, the tall dudes.
Yeah. Bigs never win anything in the NBA.
I've seen more stops in All-Star games. What do they call it, guys? Oh, yeah, Matador defense. They just let scorers go by.
Ole, ole, ole. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. So timeout called here. The first for Florida.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
All right, he keeps coming out on the court. Come on and get loud for your Breakers Nursery.
They've got Taylor. Williams is out there with Johnson. And it's Coleman in the power forward. Off with the layup. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Knights. They trail by 1. And for Florida. And it's out of bounds to the Knights. They'll retain possession.
Knights ball.
Now a timeout call.
Florida timeout call.
To the left side wing. Here's Coleman. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Coleman's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Knights. We've got Johnson. Taylor is out there with Williams. And it's Coleman in at the 4-man position.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight.
And for Florida. Back to Williams. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Taylor passes to Williams and finished off by Williams.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
Now, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
To the inside, Bailey. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Coleman. Launches a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Coleman's got the lead up to 4 now for the Knights.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And the shot goes in.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
1:56 left to play here in the third. Both teams will make substitutional
foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
To Sellers. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Here we go, one-on-one. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Florida shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Cecil at the line for 1.
.135 left in the third quarter. It's a close game here in New Orleans. Outside Williams. And a slam by Williams.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And here's what the schedule for Florida looks like. On Saturday and then on Monday.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
The first one falls. The Knights making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Down low. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Now a timeout called by Ford.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud, let 'em hear it. Who wants a t-shirt? Lights off.
Substitution here for Florida. So he gets them both. To the middle. Johnson outside. To the inside. And that one is hammered home. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Queen's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Coleman. To the right side. Here's Sellers. Buries the long-range jumper. Sellers has got 5 now.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now Jackson. Driving to the basket. 3 seconds left. It's off. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Knights lead by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Pass to Hendricks. To the paint. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Oh, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Now a timeout called by Ford.
You're off beat. Oh, that's nice.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Florida's head coach was saying to the team. You wouldn't know they were down from what he was talking about. He was positive with the team. He was calm. He said he wanted to keep them focused. It's a pretty good approach, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. On the court for Florida. Takes it inside, and the basket by Bailey.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Inside. Off target at the rim.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physics.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so...
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
The bottom section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest. The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans. It's time for t-shirts.
And here is Johnson. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Into the lane. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Florida trails by 3. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Another shot, diving in, and the basket by Bailey.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Over in the corner, Williams. Offline with his 3. So it's Florida now. Pass to Bailey. Lock at 6. Florida moving that ball. Here's Harper. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. And Florida leads by 1. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Pass to Johnson. Spins. And it's Florida with the rebound. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 3-point Florida lead. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Harper with the steal. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Florida.
All game long, they've had active hands and they're really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And that one misses. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Johnson, wide open. He fires. 3-pointers off the mark. Florida leading by 5. He's guarded by Williams. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Harper against Taylor. Here's Bailey. The kick out to Harper. 5 to shoot. Florida needs to get off a shot. They get it back. Bailey tries again. And he banks in the layup. Bailey's got the lead up to 7 now for Florida.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And the Knights call time here. They're trailing by 7. Now a timeout call by Florida.
Timeout call.
They're up by 7.
Get ready for your dance team.
A platoon swap here for Florida. .46 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Coleman. Looking to end the run. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Knights. They'll retain possession.
Substitution.
Now a timeout called by Florida.
Florida timeout call.
They're up by 7. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And you just have to avoid silly fouls here, guys. Defend with caution. Maybe get ready to make some free throws. If they can do that, they'll be looking really good.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise! Home team dancer.
the Knights have possession. 7-point differential. Johnson, the pass to Coleman. Here's the teardrop. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Florida.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for Florida, number 16, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Greg, nothing short of some once-in-a-lifetime plays are going to save them now.
Yeah, the door is just about to close on this one. But hey, never say never.
And the Knights call time here. They're trailing by 7. There's 25 seconds left in the game. He doesn't hit that one. And Florida with the possession. They're on a 14-5 run. Baseline J on the way. No good that time. Beyond the arc. Misses the shot. So Florida wins it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And as we part ways, we present our player of the game.
Let's meet your